Did you just put another rock in my bag? Yes, you did. Ah! Hello beautiful people! So I'm Jules and you are on my review channel, and today we are going to be discussing Amazon Prime's HANNA. I'm going to be discussing my likes, dislikes, the characters, a series recap, as well as if there's any latest news, like a series 2. I rated HANNA 4 Jules because I really liked the mixture between coming of age and high action drama. I really liked the characters, the story arc that they went on, as well as the overarching story arc. I really felt that there was some progression in each episode, which I really like to see. So the pacing was really great throughout the series. And I really loved that it featured a female lead protagonist, and one that we might not have seen before. Episode 5, labelled Town, focused on Hannah's coming of age story solely and more specifically. And whilst I loved seeing Hannah progress and becoming a bit more self-aware and confident with who she is, I felt that the episode felt a little bit out of place in the wider series. And I say that because although I love the coming of age element, the whole point was the mixture of this high action, and in every single episode there was some sort of high action fight sequence or car chase, but that was missing from this particular episode, and I really felt like just having a little bit of that would have brought it back into play. But having said that, I really liked the progression that Hannah made in her character, which brings us to Hannah, played by Esme Creed-Miles, a British actress, which is so to her credit because she put on an accent, and it was kind of believable. Like when I googled her and I was like, she's British, I was like, damn, okay, cool. I really liked the overarching story of Hannah. She is kind of socially awkward. I mean, you would be if you'd been living in a forest for 15 years. I mean, she's not a typical teenage girl. She has sort of been genetically modified to become the future fierce soldier that we sort of know her as, and seeing her sort of fighting elements, it's really great to have a story that is so female character driven, and especially in this sort of fighting, angsty, a little bit vulnerably lost at times in this character, because I really feel that it also brings it back to that she is a woman trying to find her way in the world. Eric. He was quite distanced but devoted, and I think that loyalty really made him a lovable character, and the moments between Eric and Hannah are really sweet, and I think that added a different element to the whole series to have that sort of father-daughter loving relationship that have fights, but there's also not a typical relationship because they are like an ex-CIA operative and a genetically modified teenager, but something that we can all connect to and relate to with their narrative. MARISSA. I loved her story arc. I thought it went from good guy, bad guy, good guy. You kind of wasn't 100% sure where she was, if she was coming or if she was going, but I really liked how you didn't. And even though her intentions might have looked good, I feel like there's always that sort of double standard with her, because even though she seemed to help Hannah at one point, regardless whether she was trying to fight her and kill her for many years, that it kind of looks like she might have helped her for selfish gain, which makes her such an intriguing character. And I feel like her arc, we were watching it and witnessing it at the same time she was in the story, which was so great. And it was completely well paced throughout the whole series, because sometimes I watch something and the character will do a 360 flip and completely turn their attitude around within the space of a scene, and you're like, well, how did you get from that to that? So it's really lovely that she had time to have that character development over the whole series, and I think that made her one of my favourite characters in the whole series. Spoiler alert!
Eric, an ex-CIA operative, steals a baby from an experiment, and fast forward 15 years, that baby's Hannah. Eric trains Hannah in a remote forest where she becomes a kick-ass soldier but dreams of more. She meets a Polish boy and the CIA find out, so Eric and Hannah have to go on the run, but Hannah gives herself up to save Eric. Marissa, behind the whole thing, has tracked Hannah and Eric for years and wants them dead to keep the secret. Hannah escapes and meets Sophie. The two instantly become best friends, but Hannah is still being chased by the CIA. So she goes on the run, what Hannah keeps doing. She meets Eric, but finds that he is not her biological father, so runs away again to the UK and stays in Sophie's garage. She goes to parties, introduced to boys, especially Anton. Marissa catches up though with Hannah, but lets her go. Hannah reunites with Eric and they find out about U-Tracks, the trainee scheme Hannah was part of that has restarted, but trainee 249 is the only one becoming self-aware. Hannah and Eric break into U-Tracks to rescue the trainees, however they are transported to another facility. Eric, 249 and Hannah fight for their freedom. However, it is only Hannah and 249 that escape, hoping for a better future.
There definitely is a series 2 of Hannah, which I'm so looking forward to, because unlike the first series, the second one will be based on more creative freedom of where these characters are going to be going, what their future is like, how much they have developed since we last saw them. Are we going to come in straight where we left off, or is it going to be 20 years later? It's a really interesting concept, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes and how the characters develop. Thank you, you've been watching Reviews with Jules, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear your comments on the series in the discussion below. If you like this video, I've got many more coming your way, so click the subscribe button, click the alarm button, and click all the buttons, and follow me on socials to keep up to date with all the review news that you need to know. I will see you very soon. Bye!